Okay, so let's go right to it. First, I don't know, Anthony, if people realize what a big deal this is. I mean, I couldn't just go to the Fed or the government and say, listen, I want to be a bank, right? It doesn't work like that.
No, it's a very arduous process. The bar is really high. The Federal Reserve and the OCC and the FDIC all have a responsibility to protect our banking system, to protect consumers. We think it's critically important to do that as well. We wanted to make sure that we had the right regulatory oversight and the right capabilities to better serve our members. So getting over the bar and being granted the license to open a bank is a huge milestone for us as a company. We'll be able to serve our members much better. Our goal is to be a one-stop shop for all your financial needs, to be there for all the major financial decisions you make and all the days in between. And this license will allow us to do that in an even more differentiated way. SoFi Money will go from an account that we partner with a bank on to our own SoFi checking and savings account. So we'll be able to give a high interest rate on checking, higher than anyone else gives. We'll be able to do that with no fees. We'll be able to provide overdraft protection, the ability to pay with your phone, pay with your card, pay your friends person to person. We would just ask you to do direct deposit with us against that backdrop. And so that's one big differentiator. Okay. And then, of course, as you mentioned, we'll be able to offer more loans at lower interest rates.
But, this sounds too good to be true, Anthony. I mean, I'm making nothing in my checking accounts at a couple of banks. Are you telling me because of this charter, I might be able to go to SoFi and make something on my checking account?
Yes, because we have a lower cost base, because we're a digital company, not with a lot of branches, and because we're built on a modern technology stack in the cloud, we have a lot more we can give back to the consumer. The bank license allows us to fund our costs at about 50% lower, and we're going to use that to give the consumer a highly differentiated interest rate in SoFi checking, about 1%, as long as they do direct deposit with us with all the benefits that I mentioned. And that's actually being funded by our lower cost in funding our loans, since we no longer have to borrow money from big banks to lend to our customers. We can use our own customers' deposits as a result of the banking license.
There's talking of you being able to make literally hundreds of billions of dollars more now that you're not at the mercy of these banks.
Our funding costs will go from about 2 to 3% down to about 1%, whatever we offer in checking. And we want to offer meaningfully higher than anyone else offers relative to the traditional banks that really don't offer a lot of interest in checking. And when they do offer you a higher interest rate, you have to have a minimum balance. Your spending is restricted. We're not going to have a minimum balance or restriction on spending. You can spend where you want, when you want. Just do direct deposit with us and you'll get the high rate, no fees, free overdraft protection, bill pay, etc.
Don't miss a second of Mad Money. Follow @JimCramer on Twitter. Have a question? Tweet Kramer. #MadTweets. Send Jim an email to madmoney@cnbc.com or give us a call at 1-800-743-CNBC. Miss something? Head to madmoney.cnbc.com.